I spent 5 years in high school, and not because I am dumb, because I needed an extra year to grow for football, get stronger, and everything like that. This is really relevant to the story because it kind of shows who I was with when I got beat up by a mailbox. See, now, the title, it isn't a lie, it's totally true. I did kind of get messed up a little bit by a mailbox, you know, a not living object, some would say, yeah. But the thing is, my 5 years at high school, I spent at a boarding school. A boarding school in America is kind of like a sleepaway school, and they really have you by the teeth when you're there. You do what they say, and there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. So, of course, being, you know, like juniors in high school, we kind of didn't like that on weekends. We wanted to kind of go out and do our own thing. So what we would do is we would usually spend a weekend at my friend's house. Now, this house was per se not really in the hottest place where my boarding school was. It was a little country-like, I'm not gonna lie. There wasn't a whole lot to do, there wasn't a whole lot to see, but we made good times out of it nonetheless. This guy's finna get slapped right now. Give me a second, let me hold it down for you. Like I said, at this place there was nowhere really to quite do or see, like I said. So we made fun in our own ways, which was, you know, mischief, I'd call it. In a video game. Right, yeah. You guys get what I'm saying. This guy has no idea what's coming for him. Listen. Get him out. See you later, alligator. Wouldn't want to be you. Now, at my friend's house, the things they typically did were slushying and something called mailboxing. Now, these things, they aren't exactly what an angel child does, but we did them in a video game. One night, we were kind of bored, not really doing anything at my friend's house, so we decided to go out for the first time and try this thing that my friend called mailboxing. Now, mailboxing is literally something when you hurl your body at a mailbox somewhere where you get mail and you break it. Now, like I said, why I explained earlier why I was in high school for football, I was there with a couple 300-pound kids, and I had one friend named Greg. Listen, Greg is a gentle giant. He wouldn't hurt a fly unless it was on the field, but he knew how to do his thing, and he was heavy and strong. As you can tell by being 300 pounds, that usually goes with it. Now, Greg was all for going mailboxing, and, you know, the rest of us, quite frankly, we weren't geared to take down the crazy mailboxes in the ground. Oh, but Greg, listen, Greg had a good old time. The first weekend we did it, you know, he probably took out a couple mailboxes here and there and just kept going. It was a fun night, I'm not gonna lie. We went back to school, we told some people about it, they were like, that's insane. There were videos to that, and if you guys want to see those, drop down in the Discord, that'd be a lot of fun. Listen, we and everybody else who heard about it thought mailboxing looked like a grand old time, I'm not gonna lie. And it was a lot of fun watching somebody else do all the hard work and just kind of get a laugh out of it, I'm not gonna lie. It was insanely funny to watch, and the people we did it to, I guess they knew. But here's the twist, the moms in the neighborhood had a Facebook group chat called the Mailboxers, and they tried to find out who was doing all this, you know, stuff in a video game. Now, the next weekend, we went back to my friend's house like we usually did. And, you know, we did our own thing, kind of, sort of. We went out and had some fun times, like teenagers typically do. Except, the thing is, on this certain weekend, my friend Greg, you know, the 300-pound athlete who can move just about anything, his lower back hurt and couldn't really run. So, everybody else was kind of challenged with the task to run over mailboxes with their bodies. Now, I'm not afraid to say I was probably the smallest guy there. I was probably 170 at the time just because of the position I played and all that good stuff like that. I needed to still be fast, but still be strong, kinda. For whatever reason, nobody there really wanted to hit a mailbox, but they wanted to watch everybody do it. So a young JTagg was nominated to do it. I was hyped up, I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling myself. I felt like I was on top of the world. Everybody was like, JT, take out this mailbox, you got it, no problem. I was like, yeah, totally, let me do this. So we went to this one house that we knew, and it was in a video game. So it was okay, right? Now this mailbox was plastic and had to be cemented into the ground and literally had to be pulled down, probably because that shit didn't move. Now, I really genuinely tried my hardest to hit this, said mailbox. So let me show you guys the video, and it's kind of self-explanatory.
Let me get a haircut. Hold on, there it is. It's just going down.
Yeah, that shit hurt. Let me tell you something. I did a 360 on the mailbox, and my friends thought it was the funniest thing ever. And so did I once I watched the videos. I totally understood why they were laughing so much. And I was laughing afterwards too. I mean, I literally did a 360 around the mailbox, as you saw. See, but that's not quite the end of the story. It got worse. Now, like I said before, I was kind of in a country area. It was really like American, is what you could say. You know how everybody in America's like, guns, patriot, hell yeah, brother? Well, I was there. And also, like I said, my friend Greg, wasn't in the best shape to run. His lower back was kind of suffering. Now, something in America, if you're not from the States, these said, hillbillies, a little redneck action, they love trucks. And I got chased by a diesel one that was insanely fast with spotlights on the top. It was straight out of a horror movie. Now, like I said, I was 170, I was fast, I was an athlete, but my friend Greg was 300 pounds and wasn't in exact running condition, I would say. Now listen, I genuinely felt bad for Greg. But in those situations, you don't have to be the fastest, you just can't be the slowest. And my pal Greg was definitely the slowest, people would say. And I was genuinely, concerned for my friend. Greg's my friend. I was nervous that he wasn't going to make it out. I thought these people were going to quite literally take him away. I wasn't sure what they were going to do with him. So as I was looping in and out of streets, going through the woods, doing my own thing to get away from said people, my friend Greg was taking care of them, per se, and he wasn't getting away. Now, these people, they were right on Greg's tail, right? So that's kind of sort of where Greg took a little detour. Yeah, this guy's pretty screwed, and I think they know that. So as Greg was getting chased, almost getting taken, he had the bright idea to quite literally kind of sort of dive into the woods to get away. Now, like me and my other friends, we also took a little dive into the woods because the said truck obviously couldn't get in. Great idea, right? Well, it was, until Greg kind of sorta dove into a pricker bush. Now, I'm not sure if everybody quite knows what a pricker bush is, but it's kind of when you're walking through like the grass and stuff like that in the woods, you're going on a little hike and something like nips your leg. That's that, except you get one, and my friend Greg kind of dove into a whole bush of them. Now, ultimately, Greg got away, but kind of paid the price. Now, I don't know who got the worst end of the stick, but a young JTagg ran into a mailbox, and it was on video, and it definitely got passed around. But my friend Greg dove into a pile of prickers. The only difference is that my video got passed around the school. Now, the next Monday, I kind of sort of went to school, not thinking many people would have seen the video, because, in a video game, it's not a great thing to do that. Now, I was proven incorrect. Just about everybody who I cared about's opinion, they saw the video. Uh-oh, here we go. El Dancerino. A video getting passed around about you, of you doing a 360 around a mailbox and getting stood up and completely hitting the ground with a big oomph isn't the best thing to get passed around. And as embarrassing as it was, I really didn't care, surprisingly. The odd thing was, I knew that when we were older, we'd look back on that video, and it would be literally so funny that none of us would care. But I don't know, I just didn't really feel the need to be embarrassed. We made a memory, and I didn't really mind being the joke of it. I was a memory and a meme, and I was kind of happy it was me. If there's anything to take away from this video, it's that to not really care about the small things that aren't going to matter in about 5 weeks, it's more so worry about the things that are actually going to count in coming years. Only really care about the things that are going to come up in years future. You might have failed that test, but that's okay, there's going to be more. You might have missed that homework assignment, but that's okay, you're going to have some more to catch up on. Whether or not if you guys subscribe, that's totally up to you, but I do want to say I appreciate you making it to the end of the video. That literally helps out content creators so much when watching videos on YouTube. And like I said, don't worry about the little things in life, worry about the things that give you goosebumps. Have a good day, everybody.
Follow your dreams. Yeah. Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and